Have you ever wondered how to breed beautiful molly fish? It's easier than you might think and incredibly rewarding. Today, we're diving deep into the world of molly breeding, from setup to raising the fry. Let's get started. First, let's talk about telling males and females apart. Males have a modified pointed anal fin called a gonopodium. This is their reproductive organ. Females, on the other hand, have a fan-shaped, rounded anal fin. Males are also often a bit smaller and more slender than the females, who tend to have a rounder, fuller body, especially when they're carrying fry. Next, you'll need to set up the perfect breeding environment. A 20-gallon tank is a good starting point for a small group of mollies. The ideal ratio is 1 male to every 2 or 3 females. This is important because male mollies can be quite persistent in their courtship, and having multiple females distributes his attention, reducing stress on any single fish. Water conditions are key. Mollies are hardy, but they thrive in stable environments. Keep the temperature between 75 and 82 degrees Fahrenheit. A slightly higher temperature can often encourage breeding. The water should be clean and well filtered, so regular water changes are a must. Mollies also appreciate slightly hard alkaline water. You can add some crushed coral or a small amount of aquarium salt to help achieve this, but always do so gradually and monitor your fish. To make your mollies feel safe and ready to breed, provide plenty of hiding spots. Live plants like Java moss, hornwort, or guppy grass are fantastic choices. They not only offer cover for the adult fish, but will also become crucial hiding places for the newborn fry later on. Floating plants are especially useful for this purpose. A well-decorated tank makes for happy, stress-free fish, which are much more likely to breed. So, how do you know if your mollies are breeding? The male will actively chase the female, often nipping at her fins and displaying his colors to get her attention. He'll use his gonopodium to transfer sperm to the female. What's fascinating about mollies is that they are live bearers. This means the female doesn't lay eggs. She gives birth to live, free-swimming baby fish called fry. A female molly can store sperm for several months, so she can have multiple batches of fry from just one encounter with a male. The gestation period is typically around 30 to 40 days. As the female gets closer to giving birth, you'll notice she becomes larger and more boxy-shaped. A dark spot near her anal fin, called the gravid spot, will also become more prominent. She might start seeking a quiet, secluded area of the tank. Now, for the exciting part, the birth. A female molly can give birth to anywhere from 22 over 100 fry at once. The fry are tiny, fully formed miniatures of their parents. Here's a critical tip. Adult mollies, including the mother, will eat their own fry. This is why having those dense plants and hiding spots is so important. If you want to maximize the survival rate of your fry, you have 2 main options. The first is to use a breeding box or net that hangs inside your main tank. You can place the pregnant female in it just before she gives birth. Once the fry are born, you can remove the mother, allowing the fry to grow safely inside the box. The second option, which is often better for the fry's long-term health, is to set up a separate nursery tank. A 5 or 10-gallon tank with a gentle sponge filter is perfect. You can move the fry to this tank after they're born. This gives them their own space to grow without the threat of being eaten and makes feeding them much easier. Speaking of feeding, what do these tiny babies eat? For the first few days, they can absorb nutrients from their yolk sac. After that, they'll need to be fed. You can use finely crushed flake food, powdered fry food, or live foods like baby brine shrimp and mucker worms. Baby brine shrimp is an excellent choice as it's highly nutritious and encourages active hunting behavior. You should feed the fry small amounts several times a day to ensure they grow strong and healthy. Maintaining water quality in the fry tank is just as important as in the main tank. Perform small, frequent water changes to keep the water clean without causing drastic temperature or parameter shifts. As the fry grow, you can gradually transition them to larger food particles. After about 2 to 3 months, they should be large enough to be safely introduced into the main community tank or a new tank of their own. Breeding mollies is a fantastic journey that lets you witness the miracle of life right in your own home. From their vibrant colors to their unique breeding behaviors, there's always something new to observe. With a little preparation and care, you'll soon have a thriving population of these wonderful fish. Happy